I'm Dario Bard with Global Post Confederation, and today we're speaking with Fethi Somnez, CEO of Armada Foods, a GPC President's Club member. Based in Mersin, Turkey, Armada Foods is one of the biggest private label suppliers and packagers in the country, and also has one of the largest red lentil splitting capacities there. Additionally, the company is a leader in the organic pulse market, supplying clients mainly in Europe. Turkey is a key pulse distribution hub, and today we're going to speak with Fethi about how things went last year with the COVID-19 outbreak, and also look ahead at the seeding of Turkey's 2021 pulse crops. Fethi, good to have you with us again today.
Thank you for being here again.
Great. Let's start, Fethi, with COVID-19 and how it affected demand in 2020. Last time we spoke, it was back in April of last year, and you said that business was booming. Can you give us a sense of how much demand increased, either in terms of percentage or in terms of volumes and metric tons?
I will do that by the numbers. It was really boomed, and 80%. It is, I know it is huge, incredible, but 80%, especially buying side is increased. I can give very rough numbers, and again from the red lentil mainly. The 2019 number was 350,000 ton, and 2020 is 630,000 ton. It's almost 80%. And we can go with the export numbers again. It's almost giving the same percentage. From 250, now we are at 400,000.
So there was increase.
Sorry, of course, some of the cargo still can be lying in the warehouses in Mersin.
So there was increase in demand both for export and domestically.
Yes, but mainly because of the export. Of course, there was an increase in the domestic market also, but mainly for the export market, re-export market, because as you know, we are reprocessing the cargo in Turkey.
Right. Let's talk about that demand from the re-exports. Any particular pulse crop that was in greater demand than the others?
Before that, let me add some points for the red lentil things, then we can go for the other items. Okay. Of course, in that number, the change for the red lentils, Kazakhstan supply shifted to the Canada. It's very clear. The Kazakhstan export numbers to Turkey is down if you compare to, even by the pandemic effect, it is down because they have less cargo. They had less cargo, and also as I said in my the beginning of the speech, is the re-export market increases more than the domestic market. If you go for the other items, it is not sharp as red lentil, but also there is demand increase in chickpeas export, because Turkey was the exporter position in 2019 and 2020, and but it's not affected as I said red lentil. Also there was increase in white beans, but second biggest increase the item is, it is not pulses, I know, but it's bulgur wheat. But bulgur wheat is in our portfolio. Yeah. What was your second question? Sorry for that.
No, I was asking about the pulse crops that was in greater demand than others, and I think you answered that. You mentioned the red lentils there, or the big pulse crop that was in demand. How about the buyers, Fethi? Was there any particular market that was especially active, or what markets rather?
In all markets, but the main demand came from Africa and Iraq. Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Iraq is the main three market. Is they were demanding.
Now, the demand, and we talked back in April, and you said at that time demand was really booming. Was that demand, that increased demand, sustained throughout the year, or did it return to normal levels after the initial spike?
Even we are lower than the normal demands now, because it's very clear that the destinations is overbought, and especially last 2 months, by the effect of new crop approaching from Turkey. This is psychological effect. I will explain because why it's psychological. Demand is very low, and market is getting dull in here for the red lentil, especially. It is same for the chickpeas, same for the white beans also. Market is even lower than normal. Also, we are expecting a Ramadan effect, but still it is not in the market yet.
Okay. And Ramadan comes early this year, right?
Yeah. Every year, 10 days before, yeah.
Yeah. When we spoke last year, you also mentioned logistic issues. Could you describe those and tell us if there are any logistic issues that are still persisting?
Terrible in Turkey, and I know from my other friends all over the world, it's terrible in everywhere, and getting worse in every day. The exporters are begging for the containers to the lines, and everybody's ready to pay high prices unless if they find the equipment. So Chinese effect and misplacing of the containers is terrible. So we have the contracts lying in the on the desk, but not performing because of and asking for the extension because of logistic issues. So it is getting worse and worse, and I have no idea. I think nobody has clear idea when it will be better. We'll see together.
Wow. Okay.
Seems to be there is no quick solution.
Right. Let's talk, Fethi, about pulse planting in Turkey. What is the expectation for the seeded area for the different pulse crops, and how does it compare to last year at the average?
Red lentil, Turkish red lentil, own crop priced very well. So definitely there will be increase on acreage in lentil area, but it does not mean we will have the double quantity. We will have better acreage, but there was a subsoil problem last 2 months, and we are seeing the possible drought still. There is a risk of that. So it's early to talk about the numbers, the output, I mean the production numbers, but we can say acreage will be higher than last year for sure for red lentil. Estimation, if you are talking about the percentage, estimation is 30% can be up if you compare with last year. And white beans, green lentil, definitely we know from the seed sellings, what we are as Armada doing, there will be a good increase in the acreage also. Even we can talk about 50%. Green lentils are for the white beans. And I think loser is chickpeas, as all over the world. There will be a huge discount on the acreage number, up to again 50%. Turkey will plant less chickpeas. These are the expectations.
Okay. And how about import needs? What do you think Turkey's pulse import needs will be in 2021?
Again, let's go item by item. Red lentil will come to the normal numbers. It's around 350,000 tons. It is the Turkish normal. I mean, Turkey's normal. Maybe a little bit other effects. Let's say 400,000 tons we can expect. But definitely we will not buy 600 plus. It is extraordinary number. And white beans will stay as it is. We will continue. We will buy because Turkey is buying white beans also for the re-export purpose. So it will not be affected by the production increase of the Turkey. So but of course it will not be the pandemic numbers. We will, for any item, we will not see the pandemic numbers, 2020 numbers. It is temporary. It was a temporary sudden increase. It's gone. We lived and finished. It's very clear. Chickpeas, maybe we can buy more high caliber chickpeas, bigger caliber chickpeas, but 7, 8, 9 mm, Turkey will not be importer. We will have the sufficient cargo. Even we will have the carryover. We will be net importer on green lentil. We will continue to be the importer. But again, I'm saying that these numbers will be as expectation is with the numbers of 2019, not 2020. It is done. It is gone. It is finished.
Yeah, a return to normal levels is what, yeah. In terms of timing, when do you think importers in Turkey will be looking to bring in product, and what prices are you looking at?
For red lentil or for other items? Or
Let's start with red lentils, but if you could touch on white beans and chickpeas as well, that'd be great.
Sure. For red lentil, there is a huge gap between the origin price and the Turkish price. Let me give the numbers to you. Today numbers, of course, it's changing. Canada is asking for number 2 is 670, 680 level, FD current crop, and Turkey is buying around 600. So huge gap, but slightly Turkish numbers are improving. So, but Turkish importers are not ready to pay 680 numbers today. Maybe in coming few months, the gap will be near to each other. I mean, the origin and the destination price. I mean, Turkish price. For the new crop, nobody is acting now. Canadians are asking for the 600 level, plus 600 level, let's say. I'm talking FT again. No buyer, and also the seller is reluctant to sell because it's very clear that farmer resistance in Canada. Farmers has the power to hold the cargo. It's very clear for current crop and also for the new crop because they are making money from the other cash crops, let's say. So this is more sellers market, farmers market, let's say, not sellers market, farmers market. So the traders or the importers are not determining the price in these days. So all depend on the Canadian farmers' behavior for the red lentil. And until now, so far, even for the new crop, they are staying very strong. And all the reports and advisors' approach are, giving brave to them. We'll see how it goes. And also, as I said, they are making good return from other crops, so they have power to wait. It was for the red lentil. For white beans, I think there will be not so big increase, but 1,200 plus for the Argentinian and Canadian and US Great Northern bean will be the values today, and Turkey will be in the market in these numbers. According to these numbers, Turkey will be regular buyer, not huge one-shot buyer, but Turkey will be in the market and regularly will buy. Chickpeas, for the high caliber chickpeas, Turkey will be in the market for sure. Around also it is started by 1,100. Now we are at 1,200 level. Turkey is buying in these levels, but regular and standard buying, let's say, we are doing at the moment. Importers are not long, let's say hand them out maybe, or little more than hand them out demand we have at the moment. Green lentil, current crop and the new crop gap is very big. That is the biggest, I think, risk for the importers. 800 plus they are talking, the Canadians, but Turkey is not buying in this level. For the new crop, 750 levels farmers are asking, Canadians. 750, of course, these are CNF values. But Turkey is not paying until now. I think we are expecting as importers, Turkish importers, lower numbers than 750.
Okay. And Fethi, last question. Let's talk about Armada Foods. Any special plans for 2021?
It is not planned. It is actually we started to invest 2 more facility. In fact, one is for the only for the organic. The other one is second premises. We are doing in industrial zone in Mersin. So we are hoping to finalize and construction in 2021 this year. I mean, hopefully it will be ready to serve to our customers.
And you're seeing growth in the organic sector then?
Organic, yeah, it's growing all over the world, and from Turkey it's also growing. But Turkish position for conventional items also growing. We showed that our capacity of the processing 630,000 ton, importing and re-exporting to all over the world for red lentil I'm talking. So I think it is very good number to show the Turkish processors, splitters capacity and power. So Turkey will be, capacity and abilities improving and will improve definitely. It's a hub. It's very clear. Mersin is a hub for the processing for the lentil, for the pasta. Sorry.
Right, right. Well, thank you as always, Fethi. Always very insightful to speak with you. We're grateful for your time. And we're also very grateful to Armada Foods for generous support at the President's Club level. And I'm sure we'll be checking in with you in the near future. All the best to you and Armada Foods in 2021.
Thanks from our side. Thanks, Dario, as always.
Thank you.